Hey my beautiful Taurus peeps, what's going on everybody? It's Ann from CancerMoonsTarot and welcome to your 11th through the 17th of September weekly read. How are you? I hope you're doing well. Do want to mention as always before I start, if you're interested in a personal reading, you can check out my website, CancerMoonsTarot.com. You'll find that information in the first link in the description below. But let's see what's up here for our bull gang coming on into the week. We're going to have a look here into your main situation and then we'll get on into the rest of the stuff in today's reading. But what is the main situation here for Taurus throughout September 2023. September 11th through the 17th. We already did your monthly. If you guys want to check it out, feel free to, but let's see what's up. Taurus, overall energy is going to be the Three of Pentacles. Are you working hard or hardly working? You're working hard. I see that here with the Three of Pentacles, putting in some tough work here, guys, but it's gratifying. It pays off. I think that you're actually really happy with a lot of the hard work you've been doing because you've been happy with it. You've been happy with yourself. You know, this is the energy of like, yeah, I've been working hard. I'm proud of myself. And you're giving yourself a bit of a pat on the back here this week, which I love to see for you. Looking at what you're dealing with, you do have here the Devil. You could be tied up or tethered to a situation here right now. We'll look a little bit deeper into what that is. And looking at the current outcome, you have a Five of Pentacles coming in here too. Yeah, I feel like you're trying to separate yourself from the Devil, and I feel like the Devil in this case can be perfectionism or the energy of striving to always be more instead of just understanding that you're enough. I think that the main situation unfolding here for you this week, Taurus, is really starting to take into consideration being more kind to yourself, being not so hard on yourself as maybe you've previously been. You know, the Devil energy can be like the devil and the angel on your shoulder, but it also could be the positive aspects of yourself versus the negative aspects, which could be the devil. I think we all could be really hard on ourselves sometimes. I think we lived and grown up in a society where, you know, we have always felt like we've needed to push and exceed our limits. And a lot of us grew up not necessarily feeling enough or feeling like we could always be doing more. And what we have isn't currently enough. So I feel like this week is about taking time out of your day to really appreciate the work you're doing, to be happy with yourself, to be proud of yourself, and to not fall into the trap here of the devil saying, hey, there's more to be done. You're not enough yet. You still got more to do than, you know, before you can be satisfied and blah, blah, blah. It's like you're getting out of that self-sabotage type of energy because at the end of the day, being in a vibe where you're always striving for more, you can never just be enough or feel as if you're enough and be proud of yourself. That energy within itself is self-deception in my view, in my book. And I think that, you know, there's no problem with striving for goals and to, you know, do more in your future, but to at least know that you're enough now and that whatever other abundance may come forward, if you can be in that mentality, it's a lot better, right? So that's what I'm kind of feeling here so far for your week, but let's go ahead and move on forward into it. Let's see what the challenge is for the week. Looking at your challenge, yeah, Five of Wands. Trying not to get frustrated with yourself, trying not to get frustrated if things aren't totally aligning exactly how you want them to be. Like I said, it's a week here of making sure you give yourself a pat on the back, loving yourself, knowing you're enough, and not trying to fall into the trap of the devil. So you're doing what you can here to fight off the devil energy, and to not fall into that kind of slump, right? Where you might be being too hard on yourself. So you're doing your best to create resistance there. All right. Keep up a positive morale, a positive view of yourself. Let's have a look here and see what you can expect through the week. Six of Wands coming out. Wonderful. Six of Wands is here a card of success. So definitely a successful week. I do feel for many of you within the workforce or within your career, really successful time over there. Six of Wands here could be about getting a lot of positive attention. So you could be having bosses here or higher ups, whatever the case may be, reinforcing that you're doing a great job. You could be getting, you know, some sort of award for some of you. If it's like an employee of the month or something of that nature too, that might be coming in this week here as well, which is nice. Moving forward from that Six of Wands, we have here the Seven of Pentacles. Planting more seeds is what I'm hearing for you. I think that now that you're in this positive aspect where it's like, I accept myself, I am knowing that I'm enough, I'm giving myself a pat on the back, but I'm also looking at some other things that I want to really nurture in my life at this time. And it could be self-nurturing. So some of you guys could be doing that this week, but it also could be about planting new seeds of things that you want to create and manifest in your life. So maybe there is new types of income that you want to generate and create, right? Maybe there is a kind of side hustle you want to do. Maybe there is some sort of hobby you want to start getting into, right? So you're planting seeds here for other goals and things you want to see sprout and grow in your life. So you guys are getting started there. I'm hearing vision board. You might be making a vision board this week or something of that nature too. Cool. I love that for you. Moving forward, Taurus, we have here the Emperor. And getting one more card for the rest of the week, we have here the Ace of Cups. Definitely could be a great time for love this week, especially when it comes towards getting a lot closer to your person. For Taurians and relationships, it looks to me like love is really in the air this week. You're feeling a lot closer to your partner than you have in a very long time. And for Taurians even that are single here, you know, if you're connecting with somebody, you've kind of been talking to someone for a while, things might be escalating in the love department here too. Now you have the Emperor, which is cool. The Emperor card is about self-control. I think that a lot of you are starting to get more self-control in your life, and you're staying more on top of things that maybe in the past you felt like you couldn't have, right? So let's say in the past you wanted to, hit the gym every day, right? And have discipline in the sense that you're going to go 3 times a week or every day, whatever the case is for you. Maybe you started that for a month, you quit, and that was that. Maybe you're now starting to feel more control in the sense of like, you know what, despite that urge of not wanting to go, I have this disciplined energy. I'm going to make sure I do what I need to do. So I feel an energy of staying on top of yourself here with the Emperor in a very positive way, which is cool. And I like how that's working out here for you guys as well, okay? All right, though, let's hop on into your career, love life, and your personal life, and then we'll move forward after that. So let's have a look here in career for Taurus. For the week of the 11th through the 17th, what do we got going on here for career for the Bull Gang? Let's go ahead and check it out. First card out is going to be the 6 of Cups. Next card is going to be the Ace of Swords. And lastly for you, we have here the Sun card showing up as well. Some of you could be involved in a career that brings up nostalgia. Okay, interesting. Not sure how that resonates to you, but some of you guys could be involved in a career that brings up nostalgia. But either way, 6 of Cups here is a card that also represents acceptance of where you're at. I think that this is kind of the energy of like maybe you're an apprentice. You could be an apprentice in construction, an apprentice in a tattoo parlor. It's like kind of accepting that you're not at the highest level yet, but you have a clear sense that you can get to that high level, right? You got here the Ace of Swords. Ace of Swords represents a clear, what is the word I'm trying to say here? A clear sense of direction. There you go. So you might not be at the top, Taurus, but you know that you can get there. So seeing that direction is really, really cool to see. And it makes you really happy because I think you're happy here with your career overall. You're happy with the work you're doing. You're happy with your job. So that's awesome. Seeing a clear path that you can be really successful in the work that you're doing and note and acknowledge that you can make a career out of what it is you're doing is a really comfortable and cool feeling to have. So I think this week it's about, seeing your future, I guess, right, in your career and knowing that this is a good option and this is something you want to continue to stick with. So I think many of you may be coming to that revelation here. Having a look into your love life, we're going to check out the Taurian singles first. What do we got showing up here for Taurus singles throughout the week of the 11th through the 17th? We have here the King of Swords, we have here the Page of Pentacles, and we have here the 7 of Cups. For the Taurian singles, I still get the feeling here where you are being very mindful of what it is you like. King of Swords here says, I have taste, or not taste, you do have taste, but what's the word I'm looking for here? It's not boundaries either. Expectations, kinda. There's a different word for it, Taurus. I'm just having a complete brain fart today, so don't mind me. Regardless, though, King of Swords here represents, I know what I'm looking for, and I'm not going to make sure I commit or settle until I find it. So you're not in a settling energy for the Taurian singles. You are really taking your time here when it comes to finding a romantic partner and somebody that you really vibe with. So I think that this week, you're still out there getting to know people, feeling out situations. You're keeping your options open. So for, single Taurians, options are open here. I don't feel like you're tied and bound to anything just yet. You are really just playing the field and seeing what comes in for you, right? So it's not a time here for commitment, but instead you're looking for somebody who matches exactly what you're looking for. Now for the Taurians in relationships, what do we got for couple Taurians coming into the week of the 11th? We have here the 2 of Cups, love it. And we also have here the 5 of Swords followed up with the King of Wands. I did mention earlier with the Ace of Cups, I felt like for Taurians in relationships, it's going to be a week where you start feeling like you are growing more in love with one another. And I do think that that's the case. Sometimes relationships undergo difficulties with the 5 of Swords. 5 of Swords can represent disagreements. It can represent arguing if that has been the case for you. But I do think that if you have been arguing with your romantic partner, you're coming back together here this week in a positive way where you are getting through your issues, right? It's about not reiterating the problem, but focusing on a solution here instead. And not only is the love showing back up, but so is the passion with the King of Wands here as well. So I also think with the King of Wands too, it's like you've had your eyes on this person for a long time. You've been together with this person for a long time. This is a partnership that you can see as a very long-term partnership. So for Taurians in relationships, you see a future with your person, and it's like, I'm not going to let a little bump in the road be the end of our relationship. So if there have been bumps in the road for the Taurian couples, you guys are most certainly overcoming it this week, and you're feeling stronger. You know, I think that one of the most important things to kind of note about relationships is that when you go through difficult periods of time together, it does in return make you two stronger, because it allows you to know that if we got over this and got through this, we can get through so much more, right? So really cool for the couple Taurians here. Now, moving on into the most important message, the most important core message of the week. What do we got here for Taurus? Throughout the week of the 11th, what is the most important core message? We have here the Chariot, we have here the Empress, and we have here the King of Pentacles. Taurus, your future is looking like it's in a very good place. You are on the path to get to the future you desire. And what is that future? Well, that future entails King of Pentacles, abundance, stability, especially when we're looking at financial stability. I was telling Taurians earlier, you know, you're on a clear path of success here with your job. You might be at entry level, but you can be in the boss's chair one day if you stick it through. So you have a good future aligned for you. And I think that that's the most important core message. Allow yourself to enjoy the growth. Keep on working towards growth. Keep on appreciating where you are. Know that you're doing a fantastic job. And with the King of Pentacles showing up here, abundance is going to be yours. Okay, point blank period. I feel like there's no other way to put it. You are on track here for abundance. Like I did mention in the main situation, don't fall into the trap of the devil where you feel like you're not doing enough, or where you are basically selling yourself short. Taurians, you're doing great. I want to remind you of that. So make sure that you guys keep up a positive morale here, because I feel like you're on the right track here for a really wonderful future. All right, guys. And moving on into the official outcome, what is that going to be here for Taurus throughout the week of the 11th? What is the overall outcome here for Taurian peeps? And we got here the High Priestess. You know, Aries actually got this as the outcome as well, which is pretty cool. Now, in Aries retrospect, their outcome was more about intuition. I feel like the High Priestess here for you, Taurus, is about starting to trust yourself to know that you can get to anywhere you want to go. Besides trusting your intuition, trusting your natural instinct that you can do anything is what's going to get you to where you need to go. I think at a core level, as manifestors, as creators of our reality, at a core level, we all know that we're capable of doing things. But throughout what other people tell us, what society tells us, what our family tells us, our friends tell us, it can start to create limited beliefs and start to remove ourselves from being able to see our capabilities. I think one important thing about this week, and especially with the outcome here being the High Priestess, is that you're now connecting to the fact that you know you're capable, you know you can trust yourself to get to where you need to go, and you know that you can do it. So I feel like the High Priestess is about reawakening your own capability and having you be able to look at just how capable you are in order to create success in your life, which I think is pretty damn cool. So Taurus, I love it. You guys have an awesome reading for the week. Hope you all enjoyed it. Thank you so much for coming out here and spending time with me. Of course, if you're new here, consider subscribing. I'd be more than happy to welcome you here into the Soul family. And if you'd like a personal read, as always, first link in the description below. Feel free to check it out if you'd like to. But Taurus, have a great week, and I will see you all in the next one. Much love, and have yourselves a good one. Peace.